Hello everyone, my name is Endeavour and welcome to episode 10 of Modded Minecraft. Alright, so last time we played with a few toys and we got the jetpack and the free runners from Mekanism. Did a few other little things as well, played with the scuba gear and we had some teleporters, where are they? Yeah, we played with these things, but it was just a little bit of fun really. But today, what I want to do is make some progress with food because as you can see, I'm eating bread. And that's not good, is it? So, as we're on a mushroom island, I collected together some mushrooms, and I've got them penned in down here, and I've been breeding them up with wheat, and my plan was just to kill them and cook them, because that's what you tend to do, isn't it? And over here, I got my wheat planted, and that is also a manual process as well. I'm planting it, harvesting it, and replanting it. This is modded Minecraft. I don't need to do this. So, that is the plan for today. I'm going to get this completely automated. All of the wheat, all of the mushrooms, and then the cooking, so we have steak. And I do have in this pack Pam's HarvestCraft, so steak is not actually the best food. There is some way better things, but I thought for now we'll just do the steak because I really want to play with some of the industrial foregoing machines that I've never used before. Because as I've said many times, that is the purpose of this mod pack. It's mainly just Mekanism and industrial foregoing, and I want to use pretty much everything in both of those mods as much as I can, basically just to learn how everything works. So let's start crafting some of the machines that we're going to need. Okay, the first thing, I believe it's called a planter, is it? Plant sower, that's the one that we want. So do we have everything to craft this? No, of course we don't, but it's alright. This shouldn't take too long. Let's just do a few of these because we may need them at some point. Plant pot. Flower pot, sorry. Can we do that? No! Have we got clay? This could be a problem. Straight off the bat, we haven't got the thing we need. Right, I'm going to need to go get some clay. Okay, so I found a little bit. So I'll just stick that in there and cook that into bricks, because I think that's what we need. And just while we're doing that, I did actually find in here that we can actually create the clay blocks from dirt and terracotta. So dirt is obviously the cheapest one, and all we need is water vapor, which is pretty easy to create as well. We just need a decondensator and we can turn water straight into water vapor, and then we use that in the, was it the chemical injection chamber, I think it was called? Where is it? Chemical injection chamber, and then we just, yeah, so we can create, oh, and that's great as well, so we can just use that to create concrete without having to go through the whole blast chamber thing. That's brilliant. But yeah, that's what we can use, and we can turn bricks back into clay. I don't know how useful that would be, but yeah. Putting dirt and getting clay. I may need to do that because I think I actually need brick for quite a few things. So anyway, we're getting sidetracked already. So let's have a look at this. Now we should have some brick in here now. So let's do that. What was it called? Sower? Sower, not sewer. There we go. That one. Right. So let's, nope. We need the flower pot first. And then we also need the putty machine frame. Let's get a few of these because we're going to need a few of those. And so let's have this. So plant sower. Right, that's the first one. I will explain what all these things do once we actually get them all. So there's the plant sower. We also need the plant gatherer. Right, so plant gatherer, we need a couple of gold gears. Again, do a few. Iron axe. Iron hoe. Need 2 iron axes. Okay. Alright, because these can actually be used to automate chopping down trees as well, so I may do that at some point, but not yet. So we've got the plant sower and the plant gatherer, so that is the basics of what we need, but I am actually going to do the plant fertilizer as well. Don't know if I'll get onto this today, but we'll have it there. Oh, actually, can I do that yet? Simple. No, I can't do this yet, but this is something else that I do need to do today, so we'll come back to that one. Right, the other one is the animal feeder, I think it's called. Where is it? Animal feeder. Oh my god, that's a bit of a craft, isn't it? Oh, actually, I've got pretty much everything I need for it, though. Feeder. Right, we need purple dye. How are we going to get purple dye? Have I got any blue flowers? No. Right, I'm going to need to go get some purple dye. Okay, so that's the next bit done. I've been to get some blue flowers. So let's just get some blue dye and some red dye. And just combine those. And now we've got some purple dye. Right, so now we should be able to do this. So what was it again? The animal feeder. Right, so let's have one of those. And we also want the other rancher. You can use these to automatically milk the cows, but we don't want to do that. What we want is the animal baby separator. So let's get one of those. Actually, we need 2 of these. So let's grab that. So I've got the feeder, 2 baby separators, plant gatherer, and the plant sower. So let's have a quick look at these machines, and I'll show you the first problem before we even get started. So if we put the plant sower down, what this will do is any ground that's above it, it will automatically plant whatever is in here, and you can define which area you want which crop to go in. But we're doing all seeds in this one, so this will be full of seeds, and all of these will say they want seeds as well. So if we just click on this, show working area, this will toggle a visual representation of where this is going to work. And as you can see, it's only 1 block. So what we need to do is actually craft some add-ons. But to do that, it's a little bit more difficult in the current version of Industrial Foregoing, because we need to use this thing called a dissolution chamber, put all this stuff into it, and a bucket of latex as well. So this is the first level one, so I think this will let us do a 3x3, and then the tier 2 will let us do a 5x5, and then I think it's 7x7 after that. So yeah, these obviously get a lot more expensive as they go up, so we're not going to do anything too crazy. I think actually we're just going to go with a tier 1, which might sound a bit silly, but because we're going to be using the fertilizer on it, the way that works, with the limited testing I've done, I think it's better to actually just have a smaller area, and then if we need more, we'll just set up another plant sower on another 3x3. So we'll go with these, but first we are actually going to need to craft the dissolution chamber and get that going first. So let's do that. Alright, and I've already set up the pattern for this, so it should be easy. Let's get this started. And there it is, there's our dissolution chamber. So we'll take this down here and we'll have a look at something I set up between episodes. So this is what we're using for creating the plastic. So this extracts the latex out of here, and then it comes up into this latex processing unit. So I did think about sharing this between the dissolution chamber and this, but this is quite slow as it is, and I do need more plastic for industrial foregoing. So what I've done is I've mirrored the setup over here, and I've also tidied this bit up at the back as well, because I don't know if you remember, but just above here is where the cables were coming down. So I moved them into the back of there, and this is much tidier now. So over this side, this is the latex we've got so far. So there's 13 buckets in there, which is absolutely brilliant. So, oh, I've got that on vein mine, didn't mean to do that. Right, let me tidy this up. Okay, so after that little mishap, I've got that put back now, and I've also run a power cable up here. So if we just put this dissolution chamber down, this should hopefully start working soon. So on the fluid input, we want that to pull from the left. Yeah, so the latex is going into there now. That's brilliant. Now we can just actually start crafting this. So I think it's cobblestone in the bottom, and I need to go check this recipe. So let's see what else we need for this. Actually, we've got this here, haven't we? So let's add on. Let's go for that one. And we need 2 glass panes and 2 pieces of redstone. So we can do that. So let's put this in here like that, and that like that, and that just does it automatically. So it is pretty slow, but if we just no, we can't queue these up. Oh, have I just broke that? No, I don't know. What's going on? Try again. Oh, I took the redstone out, that's why. Right, so let's wait for this, and then we'll put another one in. Okay, so that's our first one, and then just put another one in here as well. Okay, and that's 2. Right, so let's go get this wheat sorted first. Okay, so the first step was to run some power, and I've done that now, and that just goes straight across to the cables that I've got going down underground, and it's just a really long cable, just comes along here, and that'll provide power to this plant soil. So this needs to go 1 block below the ground, so let's put that down there. We're going right like that. Alright, so that's got power, and then if we just say we want seeds in there, and I think you need to go like that. I may be understanding this completely wrong, but I think this will tell it where to plant these things. But if we just put those in there, this should start planting. But I think we need to hoe the ground manually. So which one was that? I can't remember now. Nope, got it wrong. Right, so that's the center. That one there. There we go, look, that's done it straight away. So put that one there. But as we saw earlier, this only has a 1 block range. So if we now put our add-on in there, and then we can turn on the show working area, this will now plant in a 3x3. So that is actually doing all that. But we do need to put some water down. This will turn back to dirt, and we don't want that. So let's find a spot where we can put that, and then that will hydrate all of that soil now. So let's turn off that working area, because we don't want to see that. Right, so that is the wheat pretty much done. But we also want to use this plant gatherer as well. So what this will do, it will actually harvest the wheat once it is all grown. So where should we put this? I think I'll put the cows over this side, so it would make sense if we put this. That's not how you do it. It's supposed to face the way that you want it to harvest. So let's grab that again, put that there, and then if we put in, turn on show working area, that's the same again. So if we put this in here, that increases it to a 3 bar 3. Excellent. So let's turn that off, and then we also need to power this as well. So let's just jump down here, and is it that one there? Please put that one. Yep. So if we just run this power across here, let's try and make it neat. Go to the floor. Right. Okay. So that should now be powered. So once this grows, this will harvest this automatically. Right, brilliant. So I think what I'll do now, I'll get rid of all this wheat over here, and then I'll try and get those cows over here. It would be nice if I had a tool to do that, but I don't at the moment. So I think I'm just going to do it the vanilla way. I'll grab some wheat, and I'll get them moved across. Okay, so I've added these fences in now. So let's get these machines in first before we actually bring the cows over, and then we can actually get these powered, and then everything will be ready to go once we get them in. So the first thing we want is the animal feeder. Now this is just going to go here, and I've put these fences across the top, and this will stop the cows trying to get out. As this is just a full block and not a fence, they'll be able to jump onto that. So if we put these around here, they won't be able to go anywhere. So the animal feeder, obviously, it just does exactly what it says on the tin. So this is where the wheat is going to go. So once this harvests the wheat, it'll go straight into here and it'll feed the cows. The next thing, once the babies are produced, we want... which way do we go with this? Is it like... No, other way around. Once the babies are produced, they are going to be moved into this pen, just with this machine here. So this, not sure if I've done this the right way around, but anyway, what it'll do is it'll take the babies out of here and move them into this pen. And then we'll have another baby separator here, and then we can set this to moving adults. So this one, once the babies grow up, the adults will get moved into here, and then we're going to have another machine here that will automatically kill them. So unfortunately, I did forget to craft that one, so we will need to go do that. But for now, what we also need to do is craft the tier 2 add-ons, because these are 5x5 areas, so we need the second level up. So let's go do that now. Okay, so these ones are almost the same, but we need lapis instead of the cobblestone. So let's put those in there, and again it is just one at a time, so I'll get these done and then we'll get back over there. Okay, so I've got 4 of these tier 2 add-ons now, so let's get all these installed, and we'll turn the working area on so we can see what's going on. Right, so that one's right, and then with this it should appear on this side, so we can see if we're doing it the right way around. Yes, so that is right. Put that in there, and that's 5x5 as well. Brilliant. Now is this one the right way around? It is. So put that there. And I've crafted this one, but I haven't got the mob crusher yet. So that is the other machine that we need to craft, but it is quite a complicated thing. So let's turn that off. Okay, so the mob crusher is quite a complicated craft because we need to use the dissolution chamber, and we need to use it twice actually. So let's have a look at the recipe for this. Got the mob crusher. This is just a craft on its own, but to create these advanced machine frames, we need to use the dissolution chamber. So this is why we got the netherite scraps last time, so I could do this. So everything else, fairly simple, apart from the simple machine frame, because I also need to use the dissolution chamber for that. So this, nether brick, bit of iron, plastic and gold. So I'm going to get all the materials together for this. We'll get down there and we'll get this sorted. Okay, so I've got everything I need for this now, but I've just noticed that I'm not going to actually be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to do the advanced machine frame. So we can do the simple one. That's alright, because I think I need this for something else anyway. So let's put the plastic in there. Those like that. Iron in there. And then the gold. And then this should give us the simple machine frame. So this uses latex. Unfortunately, the advanced machine frame uses pink slime. So we can't actually do this one yet, because we haven't got the machine we need for the pink slime. But we can actually do that. So if we get... I think it's called a mob slaughter factory. This is where we get the pink slime from. So we can just craft one of these and use this in place of the mob crusher for now. Or we could actually get a mob farm going. That could be an interesting idea. Yeah, because that's probably going to be a lot quicker than getting these cows to breed up. So I'll get this mob slaughter factory crafted. Because I've got this simple machine frame now. I don't think yeah, it's just a pity machine frame, this one. So I'll get this crafted, and then we'll put this to use. And then try and get some pink slime, and actually get this thing finished. Okay, so we're getting somewhere now. I've got the mob slaughter factory crafted, and I'm just going to put it in here. And this is going to face towards this spawner that I've got inside this block. And it'll kill anything that spawns. But I overlooked one very simple thing. The working area is 1 by 1, so I do need to craft another add-on, but I think I need to do the tier 4. So I'm going to go try that one now. And this is iron nuggets, which is really cheap for the tier 4. I thought that was pretty good. So let's try this one in there and see what happens. Okay, so that's tier 4 add-on. Let's put this in here and hopefully it'll fill this entire area. So we'll go there. Oh, is that one off? I think that is the full area for the spawner though. So maybe I could just fill this. I could just fill these side blocks in. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to fill those blocks in, and then that should be enough. So we just need to run some power to this machine, and then we should be good to go. So let me get on with that. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is all set up now. So all I need to do is take that cardboard box off that spawner, and we should get skeleton spawning, and this thing should automatically kill them and give us, I think it's meat. I think it's liquid meat and pink slime we get. So let's give this a go. I need to get rid of that torch. And hopefully they won't kill me. Right, you're going to kill them. No. Oh yeah. That's not as dramatic as I would have liked, but, you know, it's working. So we've got any slime. We've got 80 millibuckets. So we need to get that up to 1,000. Actually, do we? Do we need to get up to 1,000? We could just pipe it out We could just pipe it out directly from here into a dissolution chamber. So how much do I need for that? What's it called? Machine frame. It's one of those, isn't it? Advanced machine frame. We need 500 millibuckets. So we only need half a bucket. So this is going to take a little bit. So let's leave this to do its thing for a little bit. Might need to get rid of this liquid meat as well. So much to do to get this set up. Okay, need a couple more things. Okay, so I think I've got that set up right now. I've got this pipe coming off the back of here, and I've got these two advanced fluid tanks at the top. We've got the liquid meat going into one of them, and the pink slime is going into the other. And as you can see, that has 533 millibuckets, so that is exactly what we need to get this advanced machine frame made. I just need to craft up another dissolution chamber, and then we can get that sorted. Okay, so this is not the prettiest setup in the world, I know that, but it is just temporary. We will actually be using a mob crusher here eventually, and we won't need any of this. We've got the dissolution chamber here, and this has got the pink slime in, and it's got more than 500, so that's enough. And then it's also got power, so we can actually use this now. So if we put the simple machine frame in there, we need the plastic, the netherite scraps, the gold ingots, and a diamond gear, and that should give us the advanced machine frame. So let's just wait for this, and then we can do the... What was it? I've completely forgot what we're doing now. Mob crusher, that was it. So I think that should be the hard part done. Right, where is it? Mob crusher. Advanced machine frame, and everything else is very simple. Brilliant. Right, so I've got that. Let's get this crafted. Okay, so what do we need for this? Have we got everything? So it's just a sword, I think, and then that's it. Mob crusher. There we go. Right, and we've got our tier 2 add-on, so we can now go set this up. Put this, I think we need to face it this way. And click on the working area, add our add-on, and there we go. That's all sorted. So that is literally it now. All we need to do is get the mushrooms into there, and we should be good to go. And there's our first automated wheat. Very nice. Right, we'll take that. Okay, let's try and get these things over here. Right, so if I just put the wheat in my offhand, this is going to work so easily, isn't it? I'm not going to have any trouble doing this at all. Right, come on, you lot. You two as well. Come on. Not going to waste any. Come on. Alright, so let's put a block down there so they can get in. Alright, so they should just be able to jump over here now. Come on. What are you doing? Come on. You can do it. Nice and easy. Jump. Jump. What is your problem? Do you not like wheat? Come on. There we go. Thank you. Okay. Those are in. Right. So, in theory... Right, I'm like... Hardly got any wheat yet. But... this should be fully working now, if I've done this right. So if we put the wheat in there, these should get fed automatically once that gets to the bottom. Yeah, so those were fed. Once they produce a baby, yeah, so that came straight through here. Look at that. Oh, this is brilliant. I love it. And then once they grow up, they should get dragged through here and automatically killed. So that is absolutely awesome. So now I can craft up another machine that will help with this. So it's something that will create fertilizer from the cows. So it's a sewage processor, something like that. So I'm going to get on with that, and then hopefully we'll start getting a ton of wheat and then getting a lot of cows into here. So let me just go craft that out real quick, and then we'll get this finished off. Right, so I think I've got everything I need now. I'm not sure where to put this. I could put it in there, but I think what I've done, I've crafted up the tier 4 range add-on. So I think if I put it just at this side, I think this could work quite well. So let's see if we can do this. So we need a sewer. Actually, I'll put it under there, and then it should be able to grab everything. So I'll put that there. I need to power it as well, obviously. So let's just go down here, and then we'll go into our cable that we've got run under here. So I'll grab that, and then that's that powered. So now, once this gets to the bottom, it should grab something, and it also grabs the XP that you get from breeding these as well. So that could be handy in the future. I don't know how quick this is supposed to be, but let's just leave that there for the minute and see what happens. Right, so that's the first little bit coming through. So that's 100 millibuckets of sewage. So it's not that fast, this thing, but it does the job, and it's going to give us free fertilizer, so we don't have to use the bone meal, which is great. So if we'll just put the, what's it called, the sewage composter here as well. So it's directly next to it, and it can get power. So if we just put that there, and then we set this the sewage to pull from, is it the one from the back really? So if we tell that to pull, that's bringing the sewage now. So once it gets up to the amount it needs, it'll process that into fertilizer, which we can then send across into this thing. So if we put our fertilizer at the side, now we need to face the way we're going, do we? So if we just do that, so that needs fertilizer, so we can actually bring the power up to that one. I think it's that stop the water coming through, and if we just let's do that. Okay, so that should be getting power now, and then we just need to put the fertilizer in there once it's I don't know if this is going to be fast enough actually. When I did this, I have actually tested this before, and it seemed to be way faster than this. Maybe it's something that happens once they breed in. Did we actually put the add-on in there? We didn't put the range add-on in, that's why it's so slow. Right, we'll put that in there. That should... No, wrong one. If we put it in there, it should come through a lot faster now. Yeah, there we go, look at that. Schoolboy error. But now it's working, and it's actually producing the fertilizer. So, we just go put this in here. This should start fertilizing all crops. So yeah, you should see that these are growing faster now, but this isn't harvesting for some reason. There we go, it is now. So all we need to do now to finish this off is get the fertilizer coming automatically into here, and then the wheat to come into there. And also we'll have the seeds go down into the plant sower as well, and then this is a completely closed system. We do not need to interfere with this at all, and it'll just keep going. And then down at the end, once these babies grow up and get moved into here, we'll just be able to come along and grab some steak out of here. Well, not steak, we'll get the beef and we'll get the leather. Completely automatic, and we don't need to do absolutely anything. So let me just grab some logistical transporters and we'll get this finally complete. Okay, so we've got all these logistical transporters wired up now, and I've also added in a logistical sorter in here. So what this is going to allow us to do is take the wheat and the seeds out of here and send them to where we want them to go. So we have set this pipe to blue, and we've just done that with the configurator. So I'll go down here and we'll set the one for the wheat, one for the seeds to green. So if all we need to do is just right click on it. If we look down here where it says configure it and it's set to items, so if we just right click on, no, I need to shift click there. So that's blue, and now if we change it, if shift right click again, it changes it to green. So that is now exactly what we want. So now we just need to come back to the sorter and set the filters for those. So we've got the seeds on green and the wheat on blue. So if you just remember that, if we go to item stack, put the wheat in there, and then set the colour to blue, and click save, that should all get sent through there. And then if we do the same with the seeds, so new filter, item stack, seeds in there, and set that to green. If I click save, everything will now go down, and then it'll get replanted again. So this is now completely automated. The only other thing we need to worry about is the sludge, and this is actually quite a cool thing, because if we put this into another machine, it's called a sludge processor or something like that. What is it? A sludge refiner. You can actually get quite a lot of cool stuff out of this. Just general stuff, but it'll basically change this sludge into some useful blocks. So we will get that set up at some point, but I think for today we're going to leave it there, because this is absolutely brilliant. We've got this completely automated now. Some of these pipes don't look great. I may try and rewire this if I can, but you know what? It works. And this is completely closed. So we've got the fertilizer coming through here. Maybe not as quick as it could be. Might have to beef this up a bit. And then, but the thing is, once we get the bones coming out of the skeleton spawner, we can also send these over here as well. So we've got a lot of options, got a lot of stuff to do. And if we go down to this end, we'll see that this mob crusher has finally started working, and we've got our first beef and leather out of the system. So we can just leave this running now, and then I suppose what I could do as well is set an importer onto the back of this from refined storage, and then we don't even need to come over here. Then we can just have our beef coming straight into the system, and that's it, all done. Right, so I think I'm going to leave it there now. This has gone very, very well. I've got this full system all set up in one episode. Wheat straight into the cows, and then the cows are fertilising the wheat. So great little system, really like how this is working. So unfortunately, that's all I've got time for, so I will leave it there. So if you have enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.